First of all, thanks to IFPRI for giving us this opportunity to share our perspectives in this high-level conference. I work with the Asian Farmers Association. We are an alliance of national farmers organizations. Currently, we have 10 member organizations in 8 East Asian countries. That includes Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. Okay. So please allow me to share these points. One, there is a link between agriculture, nutrition, and health, and we know it. Okay. In the Philippines, we have a folk song, Bahay Kubo, or My Nipa Hut, where it says that even if our nipa hut is small, there are different kinds of vegetables around the house. When Per said yesterday that to see this link, we have to work with a woman who is a farmer and a mother, that I find is very true. In my first 8 years of work in rural development, I was involved in nutrition and health. We formed mothers groups at village levels, conducted nutrition and primary healthcare classes. The mothers established herbal and vegetable gardens in their homelots and in the paddy field bonds, made ointments and syrups out of trees and herbs, and cooked vegetables and beans in different ways to make these more nutritious, palatable, and exciting to their children. In the team, we had some doctors, nurses, community facilitator, nutritionist, agriculturist, and priest. Okay. We need a paradigm shift. The work of 400 scientists called the International Assessment for Agricultural Knowledge, Science, and Technology for Development, or IASTD, called for the fundamental way we do farming. So business as usual is not an option. However, investments on small-scale women and men farmers and sustainable, integrated, diversified, agroecological, and organic methods are the way forward. And investments in this kind of family farming with significant focus on women, we think will significantly respond to the interrelated issues of poverty, hunger, food insecurity, nutritional insecurity, financial crisis, and climate change. With this paradigm shift, we think we need also a rethinking as farmers' organizations on several areas. One, rethinking on production. East Asia, as everyone has said, is a success in green revolution. But chemical-intensive farming has degraded the quality of our soils and our forests. At the same time, we need to adapt to changing climate. We should also do our share in mitigating climate change because we are also citizens in this planet. To address these concerns, we need to upscale our sustainable, integrated, diversified, and agroecological approaches. As farmers' organizations, we help build capacities for this through farmer-to-farmer exchanges, training of farmer extensionists, in-situ demonstration farms, farmer field schools, learn and earning farms, local food reserves, on-site action research, with all of this done with local agriculture institutes, NGOs, and involving farmers as researchers, even as crop breeders. Second, rethinking on energy used. In the last BBC World Challenge, one of the winners was a Philippine NGO promoting RAM, or impulse pump, a device which uses the energy of falling water to lift a lesser amount of water to a higher elevation than the source. This is, we found, very affordable. We had a meeting with this NGO who is promoting this technology 2 weeks ago before coming here, and we were excited to know that they have various simple community-based technologies, not only for irrigation, but also for energy use, community-scale technologies using wind and solar energy. And I remember the villages we went to in Laos, in the south, in Atapu province. We visited last year. They had a big river, they had a mountain, but they have unirrigated rice fields, and they can hardly grow vegetables. So I was excited. Maybe this RAM pump can be an answer to them. So it will be good if we further develop and promote small-scale renewable energy technologies which are affordable and accessible to farmers. Rethinking on marketing. We have long been organized as associations for political advocacy and claim-making of our rights. But now we also see the need to organize ourselves around commodity clusters. We are starting with commodity clusters of organic rice, coconut, sugar, and organic vegetables in Cambodia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam. We call on investments in the development and improvement of traditional local markets, including wholesale markets owned and managed by local governments in partnership with organized farmers groups. We are working also for direct supply to traders. We are also starting to work on value addition, like producing fruit concentrate. Our Philippine member is negotiating with the government's social welfare department that it uses organic rice in its feeding program and that our members supply this organic rice. We will need support for soft loans, for startup capital for trading and marketing, capacity building for business management, and subsidies for basic pre- and post-harvest facilities. We will need support for consumers to patronize sustainable agriculture products and food sustainably processed by rural communities, and make it more affordable and accessible to the poor. We would like our government and NGO offices to serve fruit juices and snacks that are produced by cooperatives of women and not by big companies. Rethinking on access to natural resources. Access and control of land, water, and common property resources by small-scale farmers, fishers, and indigenous peoples are critical for sustainable agriculture. For fishers in the Philippines, the main policy needed is a delineation of municipal waters so that they can be protected against the intrusion of commercial fishers which catch the fishes in their waters. With the emerging phenomenon also of large-scale land investments by some developed countries, some in East Asia, affecting developing countries, also some of which are in East Asia, we need policies to secure women and men farmers' land, water, forest rights, and educate and organize ourselves so that we can have strong bargaining power when we negotiate, for example, for contract farming and joint venture agreements. Rethinking on gender. The work of empowering women always starts with helping women reflect on their situation and then inspiring them by making them realize about their human dignity, their rights, and what other women in similar conditions do. Organizing, capacity building, and leadership formation and training will be key programs. Also, as farmers in many developing countries is a family endeavor, the one important thing that can greatly help them is the support that women farmers will get from their husbands and male leaders and members of their organizations. We find that in households where both the man and the women have been sensitized to the dynamics of gender and believe in equal rights and opportunities, the full potential of the women farmer are harnessed to the fullest. And lastly, the main role of the farmers' organizations like us and Agustin. Our mandate is to empower ourselves politically, socially, economically, so that we can claim our rights as citizens of our countries, of our region, of our world, so that we can decide and do by ourselves what we think we should act or do to improve our conditions and being able to get the necessary support from others. Politically, we increase the awareness of our members about our situation and our rights. We develop our capabilities to analyze this situation, to present confidently our policy and program proposals to our governments, decision makers, and other stakeholders. We organize ourselves to put pressure to our governments to listen, to dialogue with us, to make laws and policies that will benefit us. Economically, we exchange experiences and expertise on various sustainable agriculture technologies, form commodity clusters, production and marketing cooperatives, develop our capacities in making market researches, business plans, feasibility studies, facilitate link to markets, add value to our products, and develop direct farmer-consumer relationships. But this is a daunting task, and we do not do it alone. We do it with the help of many NGOs, of many government agencies, many international government agencies as well, and business companies who have the same life, who have the same minds to share profits with the farmers. A shift of development finance going directly to farmers' groups will be a worthwhile investment, we think. we believe that farmers' groups are key pillars of social change and national development. If we are empowered and consolidated enough in terms of magnitude and competence, we have the potential to effect serious and substantial economic, political, and cultural changes in society. A financing approach called Farmers Fighting Poverty, espoused by agri-agencies like AgriCord, is worth looking into. In official development assistance, we call on policies that will strongly encourage governments to involve civil society groups and farmers' groups in the decision-making processes, in planning, implementation, and monitoring. The work of IFAD through the Global Farmers Forum processes, the work of FAO through the civil society mechanism of the Reform Committee on Food Security, and the work of GAPSP, or Global Agriculture Food Security Program, in involving CSO members in the steering committee, these are steps in the right direction. We hope that various ODAs, or official development assistance, in agriculture, nutrition, and health will develop mechanisms for organized consultations with farmers groups as well, and that assistance be provided to strengthen the capacities of farmers groups for such meaningful involvement. Thank you.